Guys, it's N60 Mania main event time, but stuff is kicking off already. H2O Delirious, who is scheduled to compete for the N60 Championship, is on a rampage backstage. You might remember in his N60 tag team title match, he lost the tag team titles to Sunday and Craner in slightly questionable, well, not really questionable circumstances, quite humiliating circumstances. Craner tied him up in this Windsor knot thing and kicked him out the backside, and now Delirious, he went berserk. He tried to almost decapitate Sunday with a steel chair, or one of Sunday and Craner, and now Delirious, who's in a Hell in a Cell match against Pat on the 3-year anniversary of our channel. Thank you to everyone on Twitter who has sent well wishes and said nice things to that, and in response to our 100,000 subscriber episode. But what a day to have the main event of N60 Mania. H2O Delirious versus PopularMMOs for the N60 Championship, and Delirious already showing that he is going to be on top dangerous form in this one. So Pat, who has been dominant, I don't think he's lost a singles match anyway. Hang on, so what is Delirious? Delirious is starting this one on top of the cell. Delirious wants this to start as dangerously as possible and has climbed to the top of the cell. And PopularMMOs and H2O Delirious, and Pat must be thinking, Sunday Craner, man, why did you win those tag team championships? Now by night, it's going to be a whole lot more difficult dealing with H2O Delirious at its most psychotic. But I don't think it's going to phase Pat. Like I said, I can't remember the last time Pat lost in a singles match. It might have been against Dan TDM. I don't know about that. On a one-on-one contest, he's been fairly dominant. And Pat looking up at H2O Delirious saying, you want to fight up there, pal? I'm going to come up there and I'm going to kick your head in. As Pat now climbing the cell. This can only end badly for someone. Pat and Delirious has just flown at Pat with a clothesline. What is going to happen here? N60 title on the line, and Delirious now with right hands to PopularMMOs, getting the best of the advantage up on top of the cell, and the stakes are high when you're up there running DDT and the roof of that cell. And there's Dan TDM. Dan TDM probably watching this one even more closely with the thought that these guys are starting on top of the cell. Dan TDM won the Money in the Bank briefcase in our N60 Mania Money in the Bank ladder match. He can cash that in at any time. Is he thinking of picking the bones of whatever's left of these guys after this title match? But the real story here is that Pat is punching Delirious in the face and getting ever so close to the edge of that cell. And Delirious, this whole plan of his may backfire spectacularly here if he ends up taking a hard route down to the cell. Or to the floor, I should say. They are very much taking a very easy route up to the cell, and it's going to be a much more difficult route on the way down. Full forward powerbomb by Delirious on top of that cell. And oh, Pat's teetering, Pat's tottering, but now he's just managed to regain himself to deliver an F5, the first F5 of the match to Delirious. Pat's finishing manoeuvre on the top of the cell. Man, this one is started nonsensically here, and now Pat with the right hand. Oh, Delirious has got him by the throat. Delirious has got Pat by the throat. Pat's in trouble here. His N60 Championship reign could be coming to an end as he goes through the announce table. For the love of mankind, Delirious has just chokeslammed PopularMMOs off the top of the cell through a table. We knew Delirious was going to be psychotic in this match. We knew he's going to be on the edge, but I don't think we factored for this. And oh my days, has Delirious gone too far? And now Pat is in boss mode, and Pat's boss mode is insanely dominant, even more dominant than he is normally, and Delirious is still not phased. Has Delirious forced Pat into it? Oh, he's not going to go again, surely not. A second choke slam, this time to Pat in boss mode, and a second choke slam sending Pat off the side of the cell. Delirious ain't mucking about, people. He is on one, and Pat is still managing to stand here. He's climbing up for a third time. Delirious has got to be thinking, well, what have I got to do in this early stage of this match to put this guy down? Flies at him again with a clothesline. There's no fear in Delirious, and Pat is, well, he's in boss mode. And now Delirious, though, still not getting a huge amount of offense in. I mean, he's managed to nail one F5. But if he's not careful here... Oh, and there's a big old chop from Pat. Huge double axe handle, and there's the power. There is the strength of PopularMMOs in boss mode. And now if he starts rattling and he starts rolling, H2O Delirious' hopes of becoming a two-time N60 champion could be failing here. And a big boot sending Delirious. And look at where that roof is already looking weak from probably the first F5 that Delirious took. Trying to shake it off, but Delirious going up again. And as brutally and as intensely as this one started, it might be finishing as Delirious falls through the roof of the Hell in a Cell thanks to a second F5 from Pat. He tried to throw him off the cell twice, but then I don't think Delirious was accounting for Pat to turn into boss mode. And Pat just surveying, probably maybe with a little bit of a look of respect for his competitor. Delirious just managing with probably the last ounce of his being to get to his feet. And now the third F5. Pat, oh, that one looked nasty. Third F5. It was a courageous effort from Delirious. And that's 1, 2, and that's all. Delirious kicks out at 2 after 3 F5s falling through the roof of the cell. Delirious still manages to kick out at 2. It's N60 Mania. It's the main event. It's Hell in a Cell. You're going to have to throw everything out of it. Whoa. What is happening there? And Pat, with his big old size, all tangled up in the ropes. And now, is this going to add insult to the injury? He's got H2O Delirious' trademark ball bat there. And now Delirious fighting back. This has got to be running on empty. Pure adrenaline for Delirious here. And a running sledge straight into the throat of Pat. And now Delirious going old school with that baseball bat to Pat and just whittling him down with baseball bat after baseball bat shot. And now Pat is flat out here. Delirious climbing up to the top. We don't usually see Delirious go to the top, but oh no, Delirious is evened it up by going into Batcoon mode. And now Delirious, that's his high flying, and an eclipse from Delirious in Batcoon mode. And now this one has been completely busted wide open. Both Pat and Delirious in boss mode. Off the top, that's 1, 2, and oh, then Pat just managing to kick out here. Delirious stalking his prey, stalking Pat. Might be looking to try and nail him with something pretty big here. And a jumping mushroom stomp. And going up top again. When Delirious is in his boss mode, his high flying skills go through the roof. Just as like Pat's strength does. And another twirling Phoenix moonsault splash to Pat. But now he's just going back to his old trick. Tombstone bar driver on Pat, crossing the arms. Are we going to see a new champ? 2, and Pat just managing to kick out at 2 of the tombstone. Referee Shenwu Jr. signalling that it is only 2, and a big clothesline from Delirious and a kick to the head of Pat. We've never seen Pat even so much as troubled in boss mode. And oh no, nice kick from Delirious. And again, going straight back up to the top rope. I mean, Delirious, oh, Dragon Rana, hooks both legs here. Could be a huge upset. 2, and Pat just managing to kick out again. I think Delirious needs to kind of, maybe not shake up that strategy, because he's going up top again, but Pat's looking frisky here. Danger, danger, straight into the waiting arms of Pat. Is this F5 number 4? And another F5. I don't think Pat's done any other move other than the F5 in this one. But could that just be it? One move, the count of 3, and Pat doesn't retain the championship. Delirious, and Pat can't believe it. How much more is Delirious going to take in this one? A kick to the head. And now Pat going outside of the ring. And once again getting himself tangled up in the ropes. Oh, now he's getting steel steps. And now Delirious climbing up top, and once again, not phased him. Whoa! What happened there? Delirious, what? Exploding off the steps? What is happening here? And now Delirious tried to pick up the steps, but Pat with the superior strength wrestles him off of him. And nails Delirious with a big clothesline on the outside of the ring. And who is going to become N60 champion here, guys? What a way to celebrate the third birthday of the channel. And now Pat with a steel chair. And gosh, see you later. H2O Delirious, steel chair, straight to the head. And maybe what is this? F5 number 5. The 5th F5 to Delirious. Oh, and he's rolled through. He's rolled through. 1, 2, and a whole pack kicks out here too. Delirious managing to reverse the F5 into a small package. I guess when you've taken that move as many times as Delirious has, you start to work out the little nuances of how to get out of it. And now he's brought some steel steps into the ring. Pat looking, just walked straight into a mushroom stomp. Delirious now with the steel steps. Pat is looking in bad shape. This is probably the most vulnerable we've seen Pat. But we have seen him pull victories completely out of nowhere before. Steel steps to the legs, and could Delirious be signalling for the end here? Maybe going for the tombstone. Pat is looking in trouble. Delirious, can he get there? Jumping tombstone, drops Pat on his head, crosses the arms, and we're going to have a new champ. 2, and oh, no, what? Pat kicking out at 2. And now Pat Delirious looking at a prone Pat with the baseball bat, but no, he's decided against the baseball bat. He's opted for the steel chair instead. And oh my days, we've seen Delirious do this before. We've seen him put Markiplier out for months with this move. Is Delirious going to resort to this? Surely not, and he does it! The Decapitator to PopularMMOs. We've not seen Delirious do that in quite some time. But this is N60 main, it's for the championship. The twisting moonsault again. Are we going to see a new champ? Is the reign of Pat over? 2. And we've got a new champion, H2O Delirious, beating PopularMMOs with that twisting moonsault. What a match between the two of them. But Pat, it took two trips. Wait, hang on a second. We're going backstage. Wait, there's Dan TDM. Dan TDM, and there's the Wraith's just now attacking Dan TDM. We've got big problems backstage. We got big problems backstage. Bendy, we haven't seen Bendy, for he's attacking Chris Valerio, of all people. We've got massive problems. The Wraith attacking Dan TDM. We've got reports of all sorts of backstage incidents going on down there. As Delirious is awarded, he's got the N60 Championship. Of course, the match is over. His boss mode is expired. It used so much energy. And what is this? The Five Nights and Nightmare Freddy and Timmy Terror. Pat trying to make his way to the backstage area after the match, and now he's getting attacked by both Timmy Terror and Nightmare Freddy. What kind of union are we seeing here? And there's Captain Cola, the Heroes Champions music, and some sort of symbol has been sprayed onto the Heroes Championship, and the Wraith attacking Dan TDM, the Cola cutter to Pat. And what kind of union has been put together? It's like a merger from and wait a second, Delirious is just looking at these guys. Is Delirious a part of this? Are these friends or foes? And Delirious just eyeballing each of these guys. And what is going to happen here? Is Delirious... No, Delirious fighting him off, knowing that he's in trouble here. Gets hit with a spinning heel kick. Delirious not a part of whatever merger this is. Freddy Fazbear, Captain, the Demon, Cola Demon, super kick to Delirious. Delirious is getting demolished out of here moments after winning the N60 Championship. Another Cola cutter, nailing Delirious. And now Timmy Terror looks to be following it up. Wait, here comes Vanos. Vanos for the rescue, but Mr. lying in wait. Vanos trying to make the save and getting smashed in the head with a steel chair from Mr. And it looks like a sort of the Rogue Soda Squad, the Nightmare Five Nights at Freddy's crew, and Terror 887 seem to have... I mean, the faction wars have been raging on, but is the real war about to come? Guys, that was N60 Mania 3. You guys going to hang around for the next season? You're going to see what happens with these guys? I hope you guys do. I hope you guys have enjoyed N60 Mania. Leave your thoughts. What do you think on earth is going on in the comments? Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. It's been an excellent N60 Mania. I've been N60 Sean. You guys are all awesome. See you very soon.